Welcome everyone to our exploration of elite European ballet training, where we dive into a detailed look at the top 20 ballet schools shaping the future of dance in 2025.
I'm pumped to discuss this. So many historic names and innovative programs to unpack.
Right, so, starting off, Europe, as you know, has been the cradle of ballet for centuries, and institutions like the Paris Opera Ballet School and the Royal Ballet School really set the gold standard.
Yep,
They are steeped in legacy and rigorous training.
exactly. I mean, the Paris Opera Ballet School has been around since 1713 and continues to innovate, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And its emphasis on clarity of technique and musicality has a profound effect on dancers' development. It's like, every move is a blend of tradition and innovation, you know?
And speaking of tradition, the Royal Ballet School in London carries that rich heritage forward with its state-of-the-art facilities and dynamic faculty.
Yeah, definitely. It's interesting how both age-old institutions, like the Paris Opera and the Royal, uphold classical approaches, while still incorporating modern performance opportunities and safety measures.
Right. And did you notice how the guide also highlights criteria for choosing a school? Faculty expertise, curriculum structure, performance opportunities, and alum success. Each plays such a crucial role.
Right. Yes. And it's like, when you're selecting a school, you're not just looking at the name, but the tangible connections they have to prestigious ballet companies. For example, the John Cranko Schule in Germany has direct ties to the Stuttgart Ballet.
That connection really provides a clear pathway for students to leap from training into professional performance, which is a game changer.
Absolutely. And then you have the Dutch National Ballet Academy in Amsterdam that impresses with a blend of classical and contemporary techniques. It really sets a trend.
Yeah, for sure. Now I'm curious, what about the schools that aren't as widely known? For instance, institutions like the European School of Ballet in Amsterdam and the Brussels International Ballet School. They seem to offer a unique perspective despite being lesser known.
That's a great point. While not as famous as the Paris or Royal schools, these institutions provide specialized training with an intimate setting. It's like you get a more personalized approach. They also nurture local talent, which can be really important for a cultural scene.
True. And, don't forget testimonials from students who describe transformational experiences. They often mention a blend of rigorous training and supportive environments.
Right, student voices add so much depth. I remember one testimonial where a Royal Ballet School graduate said the experience fostered both technical and emotional growth.
Absolutely. And then you have the financial aspect, the tuition fees and scholarships, which vary widely among these schools. Some tuition fees can go as high as $20,000, and others offer bursaries, making excellence accessible to talented dancers, regardless of background.
Exactly. And that accessibility is key, you know? For instance, with support systems in place, many students at the Royal Ballet School receive mean test support, ensuring around 90% get financial aid.
However, I do wonder if these high costs might deter some incredible talents who come from, less privileged backgrounds. There's always a trade-off between, prestige and affordability, isn't there?
That's a valid critique. While the high tuition reflects world-class training, there is a responsibility to balance excellence with accessibility. Some schools are addressing it through scholarships, but it's an ongoing challenge in the industry.
Absolutely. Exactly. And on the topic of campus life, the boarding options provided by many of these schools also focus on ensuring safety and a supportive living environment.
Right, like dormitory supervision 24/7, on-site residences, and even integrated healthcare teams that oversee everything from nutrition to mental well-being. It's such a holistic approach.
And that holistic approach plays into the overall curriculum, which, in many cases, combines academic studies with ballet training. It's fascinating. Students have to juggle dance rehearsals with, academic courses even to complete GCSEs or A-levels.
It's like training the body and mind simultaneously. And hey, don't you think that adds a layer of resilience and discipline that's essential in professional dance life?
Yep, for sure. Absolutely. And you see that in British schools in particular, where the schedule can start at 7 a.m. and run through 8 p.m. That's a long day for a young dancer.
True, and it really exemplifies the rigorous nature of their programs. These schedules build not just skill, but also time management and endurance.
Right. Now, let's talk about summer intensives. They seem like an excellent entry point for dancers. Programs at the Royal Ballet School, Paris Opera Ballet School, and Dutch National Ballet Academy offer short-term training that doubles as a, kind of extended audition process.
Oh yes, summer intensives are like, a trial run of the full experience. They let students immerse themselves in the art without the long-term commitment right away. Plus, they offer performance showcases which are invaluable.
Correct. Performance opportunities create a stage experience that boosts confidence exponentially. This is crucial for artistic and professional growth.
And, I find it amazing how these programs, even though they vary from 2 residential weeks to summer courses, are designed to give, a taste of the intense life of a ballet student.
That taste of the real deal is what shapes a dancer's career. And, apart from training, these schools also instill a rich cultural immersion. Studying in Europe means being surrounded by the very origins of ballet.
Exactly. Cultural immersion is an underrated benefit. Being in cities with so much history, like Milan, Paris, London, or Copenhagen, every dance class is infused with local heritage. Plus, language skills acquired in such environments are a bonus for international careers.
That's so true. But here's something to chew on. Some might argue that the strict curriculum and intense environment could potentially stifle creativity. Ever thought about that?
I get that concern, and, it's a fair question. However, many institutions, like the John Cranko Schule and Palooka University of Dance Dresden, are redefining rigor by integrating contemporary styles. They're ensuring that, while classical technique remains, creativity and individual expression are not sidelined.
I see your point. It's a delicate balance between discipline and creative freedom, and these schools seem to be navigating it well.
Exactly. And another interesting aspect is the network that forms among students and faculty from across the globe. Imagine the value of years of contacts and mentorships that evolve.
Yeah, that's powerful, right? And these networks often open doors to coveted opportunities with ballet companies worldwide. It's networking the European way, where tradition and innovation converge.
And while we're on the subject of professional transitions, let's not forget the direct job pathways seen in places like Germany, where academies integrate closely with resident ensembles. That kind of linkage accelerates the transition from the academy to the stage.
Exactly. Now, thinking beyond Europe, the guide even briefly touches on notable ballet institutions outside the continent, like the American Ballet Theatre and New York City Ballet. It's interesting to see a global context.
Yes, it shows that while Europe is historically dominant in ballet training, the standards they set have universal influence. It's like Europe's sophisticated training methods ripple out, impacting global dance education.
For sure, precisely. And with all these schools applying rigorous safety, mental well-being, and health protocols, there's clearly a response to recent debates on body image and dancer health.
Right. The inclusion of programs like the Healthy Dancer program at the Royal Ballet School exemplifies this shift toward a more supportive training environment, focusing on both physical and emotional aspects.
And we just can't ignore that these measures are more than just trendy. They're responses to highly publicized debates and real concerns in the dance community.
Exactly. They're an essential evolution in training ethics, ensuring dancers not only excel on stage but thrive overall.
Yep, definitely. So, to wrap up, these top 20 ballet schools are not only institutions of training, but also living testimonies to the evolution of ballet, balancing heritage, innovation, rigorous discipline, and holistic support.
Absolutely. And for any aspiring dancer, choosing the right school can be life-changing. shaping not just technique, but every aspect of their artistic journey.
Indeed.